state, and then we'll take your questions. Coach?
Yeah, excited about the win. I thought we had some good individual performances. I thought our execution in the third quarter offensively was a little more what we wanted to see. Thought we did a good job getting the ball inside and establishing a post presence early. There are some things that we've got to clean up. We had some defensive breakdowns and too many turnovers, but I think those are things that we can work on.
Take our first question from Maria, and then Chloe.
Saw a little player down here. You looked a little rusty at times, but you shook it off. And that week between games and exams, it does take a team a little bit longer to find its rhythm that first game back, doesn't it?
Yeah, I thought we were a little low energy today, and I know it was the long week, and then we got a few more days off for our next one, so they had a lot going on, but hopefully we'll be a little bit better in that area coming out. I felt that a little bit honestly all day today, but they still played hard, they still tried. It was just a little bit lower energy than normal.
Chloe and Kellyanne. Chloe here in front.
Congratulations on the win, Coach. You'll have a lot of top performers tonight that were not even, in the starting lineup. What factors do you think there have been so far to lead you to this 9-0 win streak, and including the depth? And what factors do you think you need to see to continue being successful?
Well, we're not going to really change who we are moving forward, and we've just got to be the best version of ourselves to be successful. We do need to continue to play well on the boards. We need to continue to guard. We've got to do a better job cleaning up our turnovers and our offensive execution. Got to do a little bit better job of that consistently. Tonight I thought we had 10 going into the game, and we knew we were going to play a lot of people. I thought the bench did a nice job. They've had a good week of practice, and I thought they did a good job coming in and really giving us a big lift to start the game. I thought them coming in and providing that energy was important.
Kellyanne in the back.
Hey, Coach Harper. Emily Saunders and Kaya Wynn were out today. Do you have an update on them?
Yeah, so Emily sustained a minor concussion, and then Kaya had surgery this week for a broken nose. So we're hoping that we'll get them back in just a few days. It shouldn't be anything that's going to keep them out extensively.
And a quick follow-up. Brooklyn Miles had a career day today. How have you seen her continue to grow and elevate her game? Because she has so much energy out there, and maybe despite her size and going up against some taller defenders, I mean, she takes her shot.
So Brooklyn she is a high energy player. She is really sets the tone for us defensively when she's on the court. But right now she's playing with great poise and pretty good court awareness and good confidence. And I think that's we've been working towards that. She's got a pretty good command of the team and running our offenses right now. So I love the way she has progressed and where she's at right now.
Go next to Al here on the left.
With an eye on Stanford, what was your objective to get accomplished today?
Well, honestly for us, I wasn't on Stanford. I mean, I wasn't really thinking at all about them other than that's our next game. What can we do now is be the best team we could be. So really we tried to clean some things up throughout the game, make some adjustments. We tried to get some people that maybe weren't playing well. We tried to get them some extended minutes to feel good about what they were doing. We did try to practice our some different things, whether that was offensively or defensively. And that's really not for Stanford. That's more for us. We were just trying to be a little bit cleaner with all of our stuff, so to speak.
Tyler, and then Cora.
Coach, it's only 9 games in, but you're freshmen. They played a lot, and they played pretty well. How much confidence do you have in them, and have you seen their confidence grow this early stretch?
Yeah, I think our freshmen have provided us good minutes, and players like Sarah Puckett. Sarah's not playing like a freshman. She plays, she carries herself a little different, but she is still a freshman, so she's learning and getting better. Brooklyn Miles, the same thing. Caroline Stripling, I think, getting some good minutes as of late, and I think that's, it's good for us. One of the things we tell our players, our bench, at any point in any game, you may be called on. It may be one possession, it may be 5 minutes, but you have to stay ready, regardless of how many minutes you have or have not played prior to. And I do think that they've had great attitudes. They come to work every day and they give themselves a chance. They put themselves in the best position so that if I do call their name, they're ready.
Cora.
Kellie, you had Tamariki and Kian Green in at times together in a little more often than you've seen in the past. Was that just to really take advantage of that, the height advantage you had, and will we see that more often in the future?
Yeah, I didn't realize I hadn't played them a whole lot together, but I think one of the things that we've done, we've played Sarah Puckett a lot at the 4, and so she's taken up a lot of those minutes. But today we really, because of our guard situation, we moved Sarah almost extensively to the 3. So it required Kian to play a little bit more 4. I like them in together. I thought Kian played with good patience at the 4. So, those are 2 players that can score on the block. They can really go get boards when they're in together. So I do like playing them together.
Maria.
Kellie, you had your season average in rebounds before the third quarter even ended. I think ended at 62 to 33. And you're probably thinking about a few that you wish they had gotten on the defensive end. I'm knowing you, but just what is it about this team's mentality on the glass? Is that just something they came in with, or have y'all made sure they stick with it?
I think a little bit of both. I think if you ask any of our players what a priority is for our staff, they're going to say rebounding. That's going to be what they say. So if it's a priority, we work on it. We have high expectations there. And then we have some players that are naturally good at rebounding. So I think it's a combination. We drill it. We drill rebounding. On both ends of the court, defensively and offensively, and right now they're taking great pride in it. We come back to the bench, and we had one kid. She stepped up. She said, "My bad. I let her get that board," and that was a big deal to her. So that our team takes a lot of pride in our rebounding right now.
Kellyanne and then Cora.
Everyone who was available today contributed in some capacity. How important is that moving forward for the team, but also ahead of a tough non-conference matchup with Stanford?
Yeah, I think it's great for several reasons. I think one, chemistry, camaraderie. Everybody gets to play and you get to pull for each other, but also just the experience. I think that's important. We have players come in and give us some good minutes, and that's something that we can feel confident about in our next game. And again, foul trouble, injuries, you never know what's going to happen, and you've got to try to prepare your team the best you can.
Cora.
Kellie, looking ahead to Stanford, kind of a historic non-conference series for you guys. Tara's been coaching since you were a player. What's the significance of the history behind facing Stanford and playing this team?
Yeah, this is one of those games that I'm really excited that's on our schedule. They're always going to be really good, and it's going to be a competitive game, and it's just a great challenge. Our players come to Tennessee, they want to play a tough schedule. That's what we want to have, and when you have Stanford coming in, it's a big deal. And it is a tradition. We had some good games with them, and I think it's something that we're really looking forward to.
Kind of a quick follow-up. You faced Tara as a player, so what's that kind of like now, coming full circle and facing her as a coach?
Yeah, I've always admired Coach Vanderveer and how she coaches, how she carries herself, and I did as a player and still do as a coach, and I've had the opportunity to coach against her a few times even prior to getting to Tennessee. And her teams are always going to be tough. They're well coached, and really play intelligent basketball. So we know what we're going to see, and it'll be a great challenge.
One final one from Maria.
Kelly, I waited for the end of this non-game question. The news about Tasha Butts. I mean, I know you overlap. You missed by a year, but you probably were part of her recruiting and obviously know her as a former Lady Vol. Just what are your thoughts about her right now, what she's going through?
You know, when I heard that news, it was about Tasha. It was a gut punch, to be honest with you, and my heart goes out to her and her family and that program. And it also is a reminder she's 39. And it's a reminder that we are unbelievably blessed to do what we do and to have the help that we have. And, you just can't take anything for granted. I love what I do. I love life. And you don't want those moments to step up and hit you, but when they do, it's just a reminder of the blessings that we all have. And our prayers and hearts are definitely with Tasha right now.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys. We will see you this week.